we saw with the 2020 election, the DOJ did not investigate a single instance of election fraud. Okay. That is the deep state. We've seen with the weaponization of the FBI spying on President Trump, that's the deep state. The uniparty is not only those people, but it is the puppets in Congress that support them. So, for example, I just got into a big, throwdown with Representative Thomas Massie,
Oh,
and that
he's
was
the worst.
because
Someone
he's
should run
someone I
against
used.
him. I have an idea who should, but yes.
Yeah, he's someone I used to admire and respect. And then he went to the mat against Florida Representative Anna Paulina Luna, who is not the Uniparty. She is
No,
Freedom
she's a
Caucus.
total fighter, a great friend of all of ours, and she's done an incredible job so far. She's been a total superstar. Would you agree?
Fearless. She's
And we
got the
can
biggest
count on
balls in
her.
the house, and she's 7 months pregnant. Uh, so and Representative Massey took her on and took on the entire Republican voter base and said, "I'm going to defend Adam Schiff from censure and a fine." And he cited a constitution. He hid behind the Constitution, and he led the way for others to hide behind it too. And I went to the University of Chicago Law School. I took 4 constitutional law classes. You're a lawyer as well.
Yes.
It was not unconstitutional. He's citing the 27th Amendment, had to do with salaries. This was a fine, which under Article 1, Section 5, I think, the House has the ability to fine its own members.
Right.
And his case has already been thrown out of court, but he didn't even go to law school.
He's full of
And he
shifts
went,
too. Get it?
yeah, exactly. And then you start to look into his record and you find out he voted against Trump's wall to use national emergency funding to build the wall. That border invasion is not a national emergency in Thomas Massie's mind. He voted to certify election fraud on January 6th. He says Congress can do nothing except certify what the states send to us, even though there's historical precedent to actually send this stuff back for further review. And he voted for the debt ceiling bill, and then he just voted to protect Adam Schiff. And at a certain point, I look around and say, why am I defending this guy?
No,
What
you
does he
can't.
bring to the table besides a cutesy picture with him and his family holding ARs? Buddy, there's more to being a Republican than just voting in favor of the Second Amendment. If you went to the mat to take on the MAGA voting base, but you won't go to the mat to take on the deep state. And who he called the deep state? Devin Nunes. I posted a clip from a Twitter space he did. He said Devin Nunes is deep state. Devin Nunes is the reason why that we know the deep state was spying on
Exactly. He
President
was
Trump.
right. He was right
So,
all along about Russiagate and Russian collusion and all of that.
so if
Please.
you're going to tell me that the good guys are the deep state and have this sense of projection, that shows me what you really think. And he goes, "Oh, well, Devin Nunes insulted my friend Justin Amash, who voted to impeach President Trump." So Massey has been completely exposed.
What happened to this
People are
guy? He's
awake
a
now.
disaster. But you know what? We
And
have to pay attention. When someone shows you their
yes,
true colors and you went and did the homework and went back and looked at his voting record, he's actually voting and helping to make America less safe. He is not strong on borders whatsoever. That to me, I don't care if you do a photo op with a gun in it or an AR. You're a coward. You're hiding behind the photo and you're refusing to vote and do the right thing. We have no time for
yep,
people like that. When we see people like that, we have to vote them out of office ASAP. Because guess
yep.
what? We could be getting an Anna Paulina Luna instead of that guy waste of space.
Kentucky deserves better. And when we had President Trump in those first 2 years, Paul Ryan sabotaged him. These deep state backstabbers and uniparty backstabbers sabotaged him. They wouldn't build the wall. They wouldn't do anything that we wanted. All they did was give him a tax cut. We got to get people like Massey and others out of office because they don't represent, they hate us. They actually hate us when it comes down to it. They think they're, high and mighty and they're cutting these deals. We saw a lot of people who voted, for the speaker right off the bat. That's a pretty good indicator, although not everyone, So it's people are awake now. Here's the thing. People on Twitter, on social media, they're very awake now, and it's kind of no
Awake,
holds
not
barred.
woke. Exactly.
Exactly. We're looking at your votes. We're looking at what you say, what you do, and we're very smart. You're not going to pull the wool over our
No.
eyes. So that's one instance of the uniparty, but there's plenty of others in there.
Well, I know. I really like personally, and Don and I do too, and Eric Deters is a total fighter. He's all the way, with us. I'd like to see him take Massie on. I'm just so tired of these people. They are literally just cheating out of us, out of their representation. They don't fight. They cave. They're worse than rhinos. And it's just, I'm just so tired of it, because we have proven that we can get good people to run for office and stand up for what we believe in. I mean, you are absolutely right. There is an all-out effort to silence America First patriots.